Today I'm talking about my experience using the VA service called Hammoq. Stay tuned. Flip Life family, how the heck are you? I haven't seen you in a month. I apologize for that. I was in the process of making my what would have been next video, and I ran into some technical issues with my phone, and I couldn't resolve it. And then 1 week became 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and here we are at a month. I was looking at my YouTube page the other day, and it said your last video was a month ago, and I was like, well, I knew I was taking some time, but I didn't realize it had been a month. But it was good because I was taking some time to list more. You may have heard me say I've been slow lately. Pretty much all of 2021 has been more of a downhill than last year. So I was taking time to list more, and I was using Hammoq to help me accomplish that goal. And I thought, what a great time to talk about this because I've been leaning on them to help me. It's time to do a review in my experience using Hammoq. Now, if you've never heard of Hammoq, it's a VA listing service where you can just send them a picture of what you have, and they'll make a draft for you on your eBay account. And all you have to do is go in and look at it, hit list, and you've got a new listing. So here we are at Hammoq's webpage, and by the way, that's Hammoq, not the traditional way we spell hammoq.com. And as you see the crawler below, these are the places you can list with them. Now, in my experience, I only used eBay. I don't know where Bonanza or Goat or StockX came up. I never saw an option to use those. That's interesting. Look, here's one Poshmark logo, and here's another. It's almost like they're filling in space to make it look like there's more going on with a different logo. Look, here's another logo of Poshmark. 3 different Poshmark logos on their crawler. Anyway, I never saw Amazon or Etsy or LetGo come up, so I don't know if that's something you have to opt into. In my experience, I only used eBay, and I did not cross-list with them. I did cross-listing on my own, so I don't know exactly how you use these other platforms, so I can't give you advice on how those work, but I'm primarily an eBay seller. What they're going to tell you on the webpage is you let them list, you'll make more money and save time. And for example, here's how I heard about Hammoq. This guy, Chris Lynn from Daily Refinement, which is a really great YouTube channel about systems and making your business more efficient. I definitely suggest checking out Daily Refinement. And I think this is the actual video I watched that let me know about what Hammoq was. So it says how Chris worked only 4 hours a week and increased his sales by 42% in less than 2 months. He had 36 additional hours available for sourcing and 40 times his sales with automation and cross-listing. And this bottom blurb, stop spending 40 hours a week doing every task on your own and hire a service that will do it for you. Now, I 110% agree with that. A long time ago, I had a screen printing business, and I was the everything. I printed, I made sales, I delivered, I cleaned, accounted, did the art. I was everything, and it became really stressful in that job because I had a lot of business and I was doing every bit of it. So there was a lot of points I was like, this sucks. And I didn't know at the time it was telling me it's time to get help. And when you have time to do the parts of your business you like and you give the other stuff to somebody else, you definitely grow. So I do believe the statement is 100% true, and I felt it, and I'm feeling it in my eBay business now where I've got so much to do and I can't do it all and I have to sacrifice things. So if you're at that point in your business or your life anywhere, it may be time to hire or use a service like this. Now, as you scroll through their webpage, you're going to see just a repetitiveness of save time, make more. And I'm not saying there's anything bad with that, but that's every little point pretty much says the same thing. Here's another little, not tutorial, a testimonial. Renzi, I haven't heard of them. Ryan and Lindsay. Okay, I get it, Renzi. Ryan and Lindsay can now make their entire business 10 times more efficient and can triple their listing speed and sales goal in under 3 months. So yada yada, they listed more, had more time to find more stuff. In our business, you definitely have to have time to find stuff because that's when you start slowing down when you don't have enough items to list. And if you have too much to list, you're not finding new stuff and you don't know what you're missing. So feel free to go through Hammoq.com's website and scour through it yourself. So the first question is, what is it? And I'm sure the next question is, how much does it cost? Let's take a look at the cost of Hammoq. It's a subscription for $99 a month, and each month you'll be charged $100. And with your $100 you pay each month, when you log into the website, right here, the top left-hand corner, it'll have your balance. So you pay them $99, and then these tasks below will then deduct from your balance up here. So you give them $99, and if you want to list one item to a platform, it will cost you $1.45. If you'd like to cross-list for each platform, 45 cents. If you'd like them to delist something for you, say it sells here, but just it's still up on here and here, it will cost you 10 cents to take that down. And the last thing, cross lists from other sites to eBay cost you 99 cents. When I was asking about the pricing structure, I was told it was a $6 accounting fee as well, but I've never seen a $6 charge on my bill at one time, so I'm not sure what that was about. It says coming soon here for accounting. Maybe that's like a $6 service you can choose to do as well. But in my case, I was never charged $6 for any accounting, and I don't think they even did anything for me like that. If you scroll down to the frequently asked questions, here's the quick detail of them. You can go take a look at all of them here, but it's pretty much just going to repeat everything again. We've covered that. How does the subscription work? All right, let's just go straight to this. This is the biggest thing that I do not like. After 30 days, do I keep the remaining balance? And it says at the end of 30 days, the $99 expires if you don't use it. And that is the most asinine thing I've ever dealt with in my life. I don't think there's any business that needs to get rid of credit that you've already paid them. But that's how they do business. That's their business model. And that is my biggest issue with them. And as I get into my story with them, that is the biggest problem I've had. Now, I'll say I just jumped right in without really reading anything. So if there's those of you out there who'd like to say, well, it's there and you should have read it, we always don't read things. I mean, our eBay customers tell us that. They don't always read things. We're in a quick society, so if you'd like to fault me for that, you're welcome to. That's just one of the things that I didn't notice as you signed up for this service. Now, at the bottom it says, is there a contract? No, there's not. And if you do not like anything they do, or if you don't like their service, they don't offer you like a trial basis. If you don't like it, they will give you your money back. And I've experienced that as well, and they do. So if you're wanting to test it but not sure, you do have a trial basis per se. I'm going to log in and show you what it's like to use the service on the web. Here we are logged into their website, and as you can see, I have a $194 balance and no subscription. If you had a subscription, here's how it works. You would click on this basic listing tab right here, and you'd be presented with this. You've got photo fields, and take a look at them. Default, brand, model, side, front, back, and condition. All you need to do is upload pictures, and they can extract that data. They can look and see what the item is and fill this out and build your draft for you. That's what really saves you time. When I first started, I was doing all of this because that's just a habit. We fill out these things like when we list our items anyway. And I said, well, if I'm taking all the time to do this, how is this saving me time? I didn't realize you could just send them a picture and they do that for you. And I said, oh, I get it. So it took a little bit of a learning curve for me to really get into how Hammoq works. Now, when you first start, they're only going to give you about 3 listings a day because they don't want to do 20 and then you come back and say, hey, this, and they have all this extra work to do. So you're not going to start out of the gate listing 10, 20, 30 things a day. They're going to get a feel for you and you for them, and then they'll open it up and you can get 10, 20, whatever their max is a day. There's also an accounting tab where you can go add your eBay store and it will give you your net and gross. There's a spot you can add in for what you paid for the item, so that is accounted for. And like I said, I just used it to get some charts. I didn't pay for anything, but I don't know if this is like part of that accounting that's coming soon. But when you log in, you're able to use some accounting tabs, and it's pretty handy. I personally use GoDaddy bookkeeping for mine. I'm brand new to that, so I messed the name up. But it looks like this is a pretty workable system in accounting on Hammoq as well. That was the website version of Hammoq. There is a mobile app, which I'll try to show you. However, at this time, I'm not sure if it's because I don't have a subscription or they're doing maintenance. And I was told as of this week, there is some maintenance being done. This is 5/28/2021 right now. So when I click on the Hammoq app, if I do this, you can't see it because it's blurry and you see my ring light. But right in here is the Hammoq app icon. I'll click that and you have inventory, drafts, and submitted, so you can see everything that you've sent them here. I'm sorry, this is not clear. And your drafts that are pending, and then your inventory. If I click this button to add pictures right here, it just closes on me. So I'm not sure what that's about. I can't do a review on how the mobile app is done, but it's just as simple. fields that you put in what information you want them to know, or just your pictures. And they do it the same way they do on the web app. They extract the data from what you send them, and you're off to the races. Now let's go to eBay and take a look at what a raw, untouched Hammoq listing looks like. I have only used Hammoq to list clothing for me. I cannot stand to list a piece of clothing. I have got a mannequin I can put on the wall now. That's helped, but I've given all of my clothing tasks to Hammoq, and here's a look at what one of their raw listings looks like. I know I did several golf shirts with them. I'm going to click on this. So let's look at their title. Jack Nicklaus men's blue stay dry golf polo short sleeve t-shirt size large. That's not bad. They mention Jack Nicklaus because that is the brand. It is a men's blue stay dry golf polo. All the words you would probably use to look for a golf shirt. Maybe moisture wicking, but these are more of the popular terms. All they do is get keywords that apply to it like you should do in the first place, and then they go through the details. As usual, they will put it in your store category for you. They use the condition description field. I personally do not. They can tell by the item it is in good condition, so they just leave that line. That's a standard line. They do your item specifics as best they can. Some of these we know really aren't that helpful. It's just more work for us. And here's the description. They really just copy the title and they repeat what's up in the specifics here in a list. Now it is very digestible. You can easily go through it. I don't like that they put the measurement at the bottom. I'm going to fix that. I have spoken with them about that. Hey, put my measurements closer to the top, because I think that's something people would look at sooner than later. They might even miss that the measurement's down here. But the only problem I have about this is it's a little bit robotic, and they're going to try to make what they do faster too because it's automated. But I like to put more of a personal touch in here. Like I would say something like pre-owned. You're looking at this, so I'm not be able to type right. Pre-owned Jack Nicklaus men's golf polo. Size, what is it? Large. In great condition. No flaws. Stop looking at me type. Or maybe I'd put like it's flawless. I would just do something like that. I like to leave a human just like, here's like a reassuring, this is what you're getting and here's the condition. They do that, but it almost seems just mechanical, and it is. Now they do accept you sending them something you do like, and they'll convert to it. I have not quite developed that with them, but that's the type of thing that I would like to adjust with my listings. And if you have a particular way you'd like to do it, they are certainly willing to listen. But that all in all is a basic Hammoq listing. They do price it for you. That's kind of handy. On your account settings, you can go to listing settings here and tell them to increase or decrease your price that they find by a certain percentage. Let's say you'd like to sell on the higher side. If something goes for $20, you increase the percentage and make it go for $23. If you like them to set it lower, you want to beat the bottom price. If it goes for $20, decrease it to sell it for $17. So that's handy. There's lots of tools and things you can use in your settings to make your listings the way you want them. There are times, however, they don't really catch what I think really needs to be done. Now, I don't have my listings available to be viewed, and that's what I really wanted to show you, but since my subscription ended, I can't. But I'll give you an example of one thing that I did not like. When this came back to me, Bob's Burgers was not mentioned at all. It's a Bob's Burgers t-shirt printed on an American Apparel blank. And this is the main thing that people are searching for. But when it came back to me, the listing said American Apparel. It didn't say any of this. It said American Apparel, crew neck, pullover, just basic items that describe the type of shirt, not what the shirt was. So I'm like, that's a keyword that you've got to have. People are searching for Bob's Burgers. They're not going to search for American Apparel. You're going to get all kinds of stuff. And I just threw in Cartoon Network, anime. I know anime and manga are not what Bob's Burgers is, but it's a lot closer to what people might look for than American Apparel. So I don't know if that's like a cultural thing. They don't understand what Bob's Burgers is. I didn't understand why they listed it like that. And several times there would be things like this that would happen. And also, they wouldn't put my store category. It's minor. Or they would have the wrong condition. Like sometimes this would say new with tags. And again, here's another one of their listing styles. I need to move the measurements to the top. Oh, I already have. I just didn't delete the bottom. Here you go. They put in gray short sleeve crew neck pullover t-shirt. How many times do you search for a pullover t-shirt? How many times are you searching for crew neck? And maybe if you don't want a V-neck, you might search that. But the majority of the people looking for an item are going to search for a Bob's Burgers t-shirt. I don't think they're going to look for a Bob's Burgers pullover t-shirt. No, I'd like a zip-up t-shirt. Just those little things, which they're doing it pretty fast on their end too, because it's just quick work. But it's those types of things that are just like, I don't like that. And sometimes they wouldn't have them priced. Shipping wouldn't be done. Like they might have priority on this. And I thought, they would be intuitive and think, well, this is a t-shirt. It's not going to be priority. It could have been a setting I left on there. But there's just these little off things that made me go through all my items when I saw them, all the drafts I saw them, and make sure they were right. When I first started using Hammoq in February, it was only going to be for my clothing items. They were going to be my VA to take away that weight on my back. But as I saw their listings come in and saw the issues I just mentioned, like the Bob's Burgers thing, there was a Jumpman logo t-shirt I had, the Jordan logo, full blazing Jumpman on the front. And that's associated with Jordan. Not a single mention of Jumpman, Flight, or Jordan in the keywords of the title of that shirt. And I just pointed out, hey, I don't understand why this wasn't used. Maybe it's a cultural thing. They are in either Pakistan or India. I don't really know where they are, but it's another country. Maybe they just didn't get it. But I thought that's like a worldwide brand. They would understand to put that in there. Just a lot of little things like that. It made me become a micromanager, and I didn't want to do that. If your whole goal is to save me time, then let's have this complete and done without me having to look at it and ask questions. Another small issue was some camouflage pants I sent them. They used the word camouflage pants but didn't put camo, and a bunch of other really unrealistic search terms that I think people would use to find that. So I would replace probably 4 words that they put in there with camo, and I think it would have got more attention. Things like that would happen. So about the middle of the month, when all these things started happening, I started getting discouraged using Hammoq, and I said, I'm not going to send anything else until we get something resolved with the way they do their listings. Unfortunately, that was the end of February, and it rolled into March, and I'm charged $100. Shouldn't that say 143 because I had $43 credit left? And I said, where did that $43 go? This is when I discovered how they do the deletion of credit thing. And I said, wait a minute, I want that back, and I want my money back because I wanted the full refund. Like the service wasn't provided like I wanted. They said, okay, we'll fix it. And then a whole month went by with nobody contacting me of what was happening or letting me know we took care of it. And I was charged for another month. That was deleted because nothing was resolved. I thought we were kind of on pause, or we were going to cancel my subscription because I said, please do so. They didn't. Long story short, I was charged for 4 months, $400. And when I looked at my receipt, I'd only gotten like 72 listings done with them, which is a full month plus $4. It was $104 total. I was told everything was to be taken care of. They're going to give me money back or some credit back or something like that. And I was saying to them, I want to use your service, but I do not like that you guys delete credit if I don't use it. I said, I don't use you for everything. I told them the same thing I just told you. I just do clothing. I said, I would like to experiment with maybe sending you everything I have and see how that works. Maybe that's where that 10 times your profit and saving your time comes in. But so far, it was just so jumbled up. They canceled my subscription, and they haven't really gotten back to me with if they can do anything with the way I would like to do business with them. And I know that might be presumptuous to think I can change the way they want to do business, but I just think that deleting of credit is just the worst thing you can possibly do. I reached out again to my account rep and said, hey man, we've got to get this figured out. What can we do? They said an accounting person was supposed to contact me. They never did. They said, well, someone would email you. I never saw that. All I got was kind of like a survey. How do you like our service? I'm like, no, call me. Let's discuss this. Let's really get to the end of it. I want to do business with you guys. Is there something we can do? And right now, nothing's really happening. They did refund me for April, so I got $100 back, and they did give me $198 credit back. So that's good. That's what you saw on my account earlier. However, I have no subscription, and I can't use it, and I'm not sure how we go forward at this point. So to sum all of this up, what grade would I give Hammoq? They do provide a good service. I think they do save you time. And if you have the right items, I think you can make more money. It's a small price to pay for more time to go source or do other things you have to do. On the customer service side, I'm on the fence. They've done really well at some things. They do ask what you want, how you want it to be done, and they will communicate with you. But on the other hand, on billing and accounting, I don't think I needed to go for 4 months and have all this issue with my billing and cancellation and then recrediting me and then never talking to me like I asked. I think a simple phone call would have handled it on one day and we could have been done with it. With all of that being said, what's my final grade for Hammoq? I'm giving them a C. Now, a C is just average. The good side that they provided was also matched with an aggravating, I don't want to say bad side, but just unnecessary side. And I think that brings them down to a C in my experience. I didn't really want to cancel my subscription, but I guess that's the only way they can figure out how to work it. Maybe if they had different tiers, maybe a $25 or a $50 and higher, maybe some bigger packages, maybe that would work for everyone. Would I recommend Hammoq to anyone else? I'm going to say sure. I think their service is helpful. Just depends on where you are in your business. But be aware what happened to me may happen to you. Always stay upfront with them and tell them your issues, and they should handle it. I don't like the fact that they delete credit at the end of the month. I wish they would change it. I would like to stay a customer with them. That's the only hitch I see with Hammoq. If you would like to try Hammoq, I do have a referral code in the description below. I'm not getting paid for saying this. I'm just saying, hey, this helped me a little bit. Maybe it can help you, and I want to boost your business. That's why I'm here. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, share if I've provided any value. I love you all. Stay safe and have a great flipping day.